Hi, I'm Jamie Bodwin, and this course plan will be for a whole year, and the course level will be kindergarten. The novels that I will teach in this course will be 6 children's novels. The first one is Put Me in the Zoo by Robert Lopshire. Sam and the Firefly by P.D. Eastman. The Cat in the Hat Comes Back by Dr. Seuss. Snow by Roy McKee and P.D. Eastman. The Best Nest by P.D. Eastman. And Hop on Pop by Dr. Seuss. These 6 novels will be taught throughout the year in a time span of 6 weeks. So each book will be taught within 6 weeks, a period of 6 weeks, and then a new book will be started in the class. I chose these novels because they're children's books and they're not easy but not hard to read. They have big words on the pages and pretty pictures that'll keep the kindergartners' attention. It will help the kindergartners to have like a reading journey in the class where they can compare and contrast their life to each novel. We can have this class discussions throughout the year on what we read, the meaning behind the book, and how does it apply to our life. How can it better our life? How can it better our lives education-wise? We're going to write a sentence and draw an illustration for each novel. And the students will have to present the sentence and the illustration in front of the class. We will have a class discussion on about why their sentence and illustration had meaning with the novel. We will have reading comprehension to remember what we actually read, and we will try to and the students will try to read the scenes in the novel at a table. They will sit down and try to read some of the pages in the novel on their own after the teacher read it to them. They will have paper passed out, handed out to them in the class, and crayons and tape and art supplies. They will have art supplies passed out, handed out to them in the class, and they will try to make the characters in the novels and cut them out, and they will have to try to read the words in the scenes in the novel, and then they will have to take the little puppets that they make out of the characters in the novel in their particular scene that they tried to read, and they tried to make the character, and then they will have to go in front of the class as a presentation to reenact the scene as a reading comprehension project. There will be an assignment where I will hand out Play-Doh or sand, and they will make a 3D object with a hands-on activity with Play-Doh or sand, and they will make a coordinating object to the story. Like the book Snow, they will learn how to make a snowman, or even try to make one of the characters out of the Play-Doh and then present it to the class. And why does it coordinate to the novel? Why does their 3D object make sense with the novel that we read? I chose these novels also because they're children's books, and I thought it would help children to have a love for reading. There will be a, there will be extra time in the class for the students to try to learn how to sound out words. They will have teacher to student time where I will walk around the class and try to ask questions if like the students need help or extra help with their assignments, to try to get them to go along with the class and the class discussions at their group tables. Every assignment will be on a 6-week basis, and coordinating with each novel. There will be a supply list where the students will need a school bag, a notebook, 2 folders, one for class and one for homework, pencils, crayons, markers, Elmer's glue, a pencil box to put all these supplies in. I would like them to bring a box of Kleenex and a box of baby wipes to class so that they can clean their hands after each art project. And the assignments will be handed out at the beginning of the 6 weeks, and they will be a turn-in box at the end of each 6 weeks after the assignment was presented to the class. Each student will put their assignment back into a box so that I can grade it. When a student enters the class, they should enter the class with their 2 folders, their supplies, and their school bag, maybe with their lunch box and a bottle of water. And we will have extra reading books on a shelf so that if any student is faster at reading and doesn't have anything to do after the assignment, then they can try to hone in on their reading skills with extra books and extra activities that I have prepared for them in different centers where when they finish their work, and other students might be trying to continue on doing their work. These students that are faster at their assignments can go to like a library section in the class where they can try to read and sound out more words. And then they will have another section in the class where they will have games and playtime so that the students can have some time to just rest and play with blocks. And that is also helpful for kindergartners with their motor skills, and their education learning process. So overall, for this course plan, it will be for a whole year, and with 6 books involved in the course plan, and the students will learn how to read and write throughout the year. They will learn reading comprehension, and they will have class discussions where talks and discussions about class diversity will be talked about too. And we will all feel like we're included in the class discussions, and nobody's going to be left out. And we'll have hands-on activities throughout the course, and the students will learn how to learn and be educated with reading and writing at a very young age, so that when they get older, they will continue on loving to read and write, so that they won't ever lose their love of learning. They will continue having this love of learning for the rest of their life.